Let's take a look at the next drill in our backstroke series. So this is going to be a rocket kick with fins on. Now this is kind of a great drill to really work on and test the coordination and strength of the conduit area and the legs. So what we're going to be doing is your athletes are going to start out swimming on their or kicking on their side. The arms are here going to be again to the side of the body, and then what we're going to do is slowly elevate them up, and they should come out of the water a little bit. Now, where the challenging part will be, the higher the arms go up, that should then start to really focus and challenge that conduit or core area. So the at some point when the hands might be up too high, we would start to kind of see the hips and the legs here sinking. Every athlete's going to be a little bit different with this drill. So what we would encourage our athletes to go to is raise the arms high enough to the point where the hips are going to feel like they're going to start to sink, and then hold them at that point while that kick then is going to be performed. And that should really help your athletes focus on connecting the kick and then really feeling that here then in the conduit area. Taking a look at our kick, so just as we kind of mentioned, we are going to be wearing fins. So because of that, we want to look for those pointing toes, which we have right there and right here as we're moving through. Now, this might be a drill that we kind of would say would be good for uh, intermediate age group to higher up, because them having a better understanding of their body and how we're going to be moving just does really assist. One of the things that we want to look for here in that flutter kick is going to be just that kind of that natural bend in the knee. If you've watched any of the videos here on our channel, this is something we're a big fan of. So what that means is we should see that the feet here are going to go below the hip line. And then what we want to do, because we're on our back, is focus on kicking the foot up. Where this is a little bit different, and your athletes might be able to have a good analogy, is they want that foot to come up to make contact with the surface. So that way, kind of feel like they're going to be kicking a ball. So we kind of see the left, actually right here, that right foot making good contact. And then here, not as strong as we're kind of going. So just that'd be a good opportunity for feedback for our athlete. We don't want the legs to be so stiff that you're not going to be bending your legs, because if your legs end up like this, you're just going to have nothing but power as we move through. And then if your athletes are, hey, that's a little too easy, or you feel like, man, that's a little too easy, tell them to get then those arms to get up a little bit more here. And then as we are transitioning here then to that underwater view, we can kind of see again, just another view here. Great job here of getting the foot below the surface. And then actually, this was a really nice example. Foot right up at the surface, breaking, and then going through. And we should be able to start to see a lot of turbulence here at that surface level. On that return view, we just want to also make sure that from a body positioning standpoint, that head is nice and still. The eyes are going to be up here along the ceiling, and just kind of keeping just that flat body positioning. And we can kind of see here at times, we see a little driftage of the arms going down. So we just want to, again, give that athlete the feedback to get those arms up so that it's up a little bit higher as we're going to be moving through. So that way we're just nice and consistent, keeping that body positioning. Now here on the return, the kick is not as strong. So either we have to challenge the athlete to kick a little bit harder, getting the feet up, or to lower those arms as we're traveling through. And just on that way back, then we're just, again, looking. Feet are doing a good job coming under the body. So we would want to just, again, give that feedback to get those feet up a little bit higher here as we're going to be moving through the water. Overall here, our athlete did a pretty good job. So just a couple things that we would just, again, encourage your athletes to keep working at, giving them strong feedback. If you found some great value out of this, be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing. We've got a lot of great videos on the channel.